Hi, I'm Derek B., editor of the Peru Tribune, back with you today for another edition of Tomorrow's News, our daily video series in which I tell you a little bit about what to expect in the next day's newspaper. I've been off for the last couple of days due to technical difficulties, but glad to be back with you today, talking about the Wednesday, March 4th edition. It's jam-packed with news, so let's get right to it. On our lead story, Eric Stoff tells us a little bit about a grant that the North Miami Community School Corporation has received. It's $100,000. And they're going to use it for their one-to-one technology initiative. Superintendent Kathy Egolf said it's going to expedite that initiative, which they're planning to vote on actually at the school board meeting next week on Tuesday. North Miami would join Mechaniqua in being a one-to-one district, having a device in the hands of every student, so really exciting for them and for Miami County. Possibly if the pilot program with Mechaniqua and Wabash schools, I believe it's Metro Schools of Wabash, goes well, then North Miami would be able to use that in place of school days next year. Fingers crossed. On our display story, also from Eric, he went out to the County Highway Department today to take a look at their new trucks. They spent $330,000 on two new trucks and traded in their previous ones. They've had some issues, obviously, with this winter, just getting through with those old trucks. They've had things break down. So glad to see them get some new equipment that is in very good shape. And hopefully they'll be getting a couple more trucks before next winter hits. Low on A1, we've got two stories, both from Chad Abshire. The first is from Monday's City Council meeting, which he went to. There's a possibility that Peru Utilities customers are going to have to pay for a study of their water in the near future. The City Council tabled that state ordinance for further discussion so that they can find out what this might cost consumers. It sounds like it's something that's going to be necessary, though, because it determines how the utility can monitor if the water supply is safe, which obviously is a high priority for them. Finally, Chad has a report for us on the clown shortage. Yes, you heard me right, clown shortage. The National Clown Organization, I don't remember the name of it. A National Clown Trade Organization has had significantly declining membership from 2014 to this year, but national and local leaders say they're not concerned about it and had a lot of nice things to say, not only about the Peru circus clowns, but about clowns nationwide and the future of clowning. I hope you'll take a look at that story and see what Chad was able to get from Joey Kelly and from Peru circus and national leaders. Finally, on the education page, Chad and I corresponded on a story about the transportation bill that Senator Randy Head has been working on to get some extra funding or extra flexibility in funding for districts like Peru Community Schools that have lost a lot of money to tax caps. And that proposal is going back to the House after it passed the Senate in a modified form. Stanley Hall of Peru Community Schools said it would be a big help for them if that is passed, because they would be able to move funds a lot more freely. Finally, on the sports page, we had two stories from Nick Roby. The first is a preview of the Peru sectional game, which is happening on Wednesday night. The Tigers take on the Tigers of Northwestern. Mechaniqua and North Miami are both playing in the sectional tonight, so we'll have those stories in Thursday's edition. Finally, Nick also went out to Peru's gymnastics meet at the Miami County YMCA Monday night. Peru has a pretty small team, but they were happy with what they were able to do this season, heading into a sectional competition on Saturday at Lafayette Jefferson. As always, you can find all of those stories in tomorrow's print edition of the Peru Tribune. You can find them online tonight at perutribune.com. You can also find links to them on our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are both Peru Tribune. And you can find me and all of our reporters on Twitter. Until tomorrow, that's tomorrow's news. I'm Derek B. Have a great Wednesday.